things have changed. So we're in here in Medellin. So if anybody is watching this on the restream, because I didn't announce this, this is for people who are pensioners or retirees and want to retire in Colombia, Medellin specifically. So I'm doing a walk around and show you some nice neighborhoods. This is not for people who are coming here for naughty, shady dealings and whatever, disrespecting women or consuming illicit things. This is just for those people who really want to come here, make a difference, and contribute to society here and not screw it up and not give foreigners a bad name. The good stuff, the good people. So we're here around the stadium sports complex, the Atanasio Girardot area, the calle 50 calle Colombia is right over there, 3 blocks down that way towards the Diamante. And fortunately, this one will be a good thing. I'm gonna do it for a little while till I run out of battery or something. But I got the gimbal on the smartphone here, so it's going a little crazy. I don't know why, but I got it. No, I'm not gonna rotate the device. We got it on horizontal. So let's keep going with it. Don't tell me to rotate anything. I have it on horizontal. So for some reason it's telling me to rotate the device, but I'm not gonna rotate it because it's not gonna be vertical. Vertical sucks. So let's walk. Hopefully this is not a problem. So this channel is about, I'm going to be trying to do live streams. I'm going to try to keep it as a normal thing on a Friday or a Saturday, not at night, just in the daytime. And showing nice places, good places that you might want to visit. You might want to walk around. Let's go up a block here for a moment so you can see one of the neighborhoods here, which is by the stadium. And I hope I can see your comments in a moment when you start leaving comments. For some reason I can't see any. Oh yeah, there are no comments yet. That's why. And I'm gonna relax. I just had lunch at the yoga studio Ganges, which is 2 blocks over that way. How can I get rid of this little sign in the middle? I don't know if you guys see, but it's on my phone. It says orientation locked. Rotate device back. We started out fine, horizontal. You guys tell me if you are seeing this on the horizontal or on the vertical. Please let me know in the comments below if you're seeing this horizontal or vertical. Now this is the neighborhood called Estadio neighborhood here, or at least I don't know what it's called, or Obelisco neighborhood. Oh, that shop is still here where they sell tennis clothing, rackets, and all of that. And this is some of the old houses here from this neighborhood, big houses. Make sure I don't get run over by a vehicle. And it's a very quaint neighborhood. It is safe. But at night, after 10 p.m., it's not advisable to be walking around here alone. Just like in any part of Medellin, or like if you're in New York City, certain areas, or in Los Angeles, you don't want to be walking around after 10 p.m. like in downtown Los Angeles. When I was there in 2021, I saw so many freaky things in downtown Los Angeles after 10 p.m., even at 9:30. But in the daytime, these places here, Los Angeles, New York, whatever, Paris, they're pretty safe in the daytime. So this is the Obelisco area, and this is between the Obelisco shopping center and La 80th, which is like 5 blocks up that way. Only one person is here, nobody's left comments, and I don't know how this is gonna work out. Orientation locked. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It started out well, I'm using my gimbal, but then it moved a little bit and the phone went crazy on me. And now nobody's on. I guess they weren't seeing anything and nobody heard my message. It's still going. It says live 4 minutes into it. Let's see if something happens here. Yeah, but it's not supposed to be like that. Oh man, this is so infuriating. Hi, Vanessa Kelly, how are you? Vanessa, please tell me. Right now it's on vertical. Hello, Vanessa. It's on the vertical, but I started it with the horizontal frame, and I put it on my gimbal, and it was working well. And then it had a little shift, like 30 seconds into it, and then it started going nuts on me. Tell me if you're seeing this on the vertical. Yes, but let me know if on horizontal it stays or does it block out. Let me see what comment. I hear and see. Okay, you hear and see me, Vanessa. Vanessa, let me know. Right now it's on, my phone is on the vertical. I have to switch it like this because I have it on a gimbal. I'm gonna switch it now to the horizontal mode again because that's what I began with it. I made sure that before I went live, it was like that. So I'm gonna do it right now and you tell me if it blacks out, if no video feed is going through audio or if it continues and it's good. It's because ever since they made some changes on this YouTube live stream stuff, it's been a little funny. Let me know how it is. Okay, what is Vanessa saying? Now it is vertical, then switch to horizontal view. Okay, so it's working. Yeah, good. Thank you, Vanessa. So now I'm back to horizontal view. I'm gonna turn the camera around in terms of so you can see what we're walking through. Here's the area. It's not so much my face, but this neighborhood. So I'm gonna go back. So you see a lot of houses here, and it's a quiet area within the city here. Laureles starts coming that way, but we're gonna go back towards the stadium place. So yeah, 12,000 pesos for lunch. That's $3. Ouch! I forgot how slippery my shoes can be on this type of tile, and it slips, and I had to avoid a nasty fall. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you very much. All of this looks correct. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Vanessa. Where are you from, Vanessa Kelly? Where are you from? If you're ever here in Colombia, these D1 shops, they sell a lot of things at a low cost. Food, even some kitchen stuff, and doggy stuff too for dogs. And that's where I usually shop, where I live in the town I live in. I don't live here in Medellin. I live outside of Medellin. I live on the other side of the mountains in the cool area. A lot of little parakeets are up there making a little sound if you hear it. That's El Obelisco right there. Obelisco, the Obelisk shopping center. That's why I call this neighborhood the Obelisco neighborhood, because I forgot what the real name is, or maybe it is the Obelisco neighborhood. And it rained a lot a while ago. It was raining heavily. I thought I was not going to be able to do a live stream today because it rained like on and off like 50 minutes or 40, almost an hour, like around noontime to about 1 p.m. or so. And I thought it was going to continue raining. It's just the skies are overcast and the BMW is overpriced. It's parking in a no parking area. You're not supposed to park there. He's going to get a ticket. I guess they don't care. A lot of little birds up there, like a little parakeets or whatever, in the tree. Connecticut, USA, yeah. Okay, yeah, not the best choice for sure. And somebody that came on, something, Aman Gaur, sounds like a Indian name or something. I don't have my glasses on, but I'll put them on a little while so I can read the messages. Hello, namaste, Aman. Aman, I'm gonna have to put on my glasses so I can see what the name is. And all. And these are the liquor shops. Oh, this is very, está muy resbaloso. Gracias. He's saying it's very slippery. They told me to be careful so I don't slip on it. Yeah, this is very. Say what? He's very dangerous. Why is he very dangerous? Está diciendo que usted es muy peligroso. Eso se sabe. La buena. And he said, yeah, that's for sure. He said, yeah, I'm dangerous. Very funny guys. They're playing salsa music here because these are the liquor shops. Let me just go across the street, but not with the motorcycle coming. There you go. That's Medellin Football Club messages from the Medellin Football Club. And that's the Obelisco, and they have these shops there. And there go the traffic cops. They're always in the boys in blue, but they're not regular police officers. They're just traffic cops. They don't carry a gun. Once in a blue moon, one of them might because they've been threatened or something. Oh, the sun is starting to come out. And you got all these little shops where they sell football accessories for people who love football. And they have those tiendas de licores, las licoreras they call them. And they're playing salsa, merengue, or sometimes reggaeton. And then inside they got some shops where they sell sneakers, sports clothing, shoes, whatever. And then they got some offices up there that are business offices, engineering firms and whatever. I remember I used to teach English there. And this is the soccer stadium here. The Atanasio Girardot Soccer Stadium where the Medellin Football Club plays and where the Nacional Football Club plays. And they're playing beach volleyball over here. Let's see that for a moment. So this is a good place if you're coming to retire from the US, from Canada, from England, from Europe, and you want to retire here and you can meet the program requirements to get a type of resident visa or whatever as a pensioner. They even have visas for pensioners as long as you meet the requirements. Yeah, it's a good area to live as a retiree. I'm gonna switch it around so you can see where they're playing volleyball here. The kids, the guys, the young dudes and the older ones, and it's got all the sand, so they're playing volleyball right there. Beach ball, beach volleyball. There you go. They're having fun even after it rained and whatever. Medellin Football Club, established in 1913. Yeah, since 1913, desde 1913. Más que una camiseta, somos un ejemplo. More than a shirt, we are an example. Inder. And the Medellin Football Club shop is right there where you want to buy some Medellin Football Club accessories. Let me see what messages. Okay, let me put on my glasses. Give me a second. I got my glasses, my mom's glasses, as a little inheritance after she passed away. I found them and I could use them. And so that way I can read the messages. So I'm just opening up the glasses so I can put them on. Give me this a New York minute, please. And oh, that picture got wet. There we go. So now I have the glasses on so I can read. So let's do this. Let's do this. See what you guys are saying. Aman, okay, it was Aman. God, you look like a Baba. Okay, there you go. I look like a Baba. So Vanessa and Aman are here. What part of India are you from, Aman? What part of India? I was in India for 6 months, from 2023 to 2024. In North India, basically, in different areas. Let me see what other messages are here. I know like 3 or 4 languages. I know my language is just English. I know Spanish because of my mom and dad. I know some French, and I've been studying Hindi for a few years, but not constant, but I've been learning Hindi. Like, aap kaise hai? Aap kya kam hai? Stuff like that, you know. Mujhe अंग्रेजी शिक्षक हूँ and आप कहाँ रहते हैं? मैं कोलंबिया रहते हूँ. मैं कोलंबिया में रहते हूँ. Stuff like that. But I'm learning more stuff. I see what else. You're one town south in Massachusetts where volleyball was invented. Okay, cool. Cool. And you played volleyball a lot during your active duty days at the U.S. Air Force, USAF. And we got Ja Abhishek. Hello, Ja Abhishek. How you doing? Namaste. Let me see. Namaskar. Bhai Sahab. Kaise ho? And for you, it's nighttime in India, so I cannot say Acha Din hai. It's more like Acha Sham, Acha Rat hai. Yeah. like nice evening, a nice night. Let me switch it around again so you guys can see. I got my mala, this is a Shiva mala because this is with Rudraksha from Nepal. I got it in Pokhara last year in Nepal, like in the month of April or May, around this time when I was in Nepal. Let me see how much battery power I have so I can connect my cord. Oh, no, I got 50%. It's an old phone, so it starts going a little faster. Más que un equipo, somos una familia. More than a team, we're a family. That's what it says right there. Más que un equipo, more than a team, somos una familia. We are a family. People are here probably because maybe there's going to be some kind of concert event today or tomorrow, or maybe there's going to be a football match tomorrow. So they're probably here to do something. Let's see what else. So Ja, where are you from, Ja? Abhishek, where are you from, brother? Is Sabaneta a good option to stay? Yes, Sabaneta is a good option to stay. Oh, thank you, Vanessa Kelly. You saw my trip through India and even my lows when I went berserk in Vrindavan. When I got really angry, there goes the motorized police in Colombia, the motorized cops. And wow, okay. Muy bien Hindi. Ah, mera Hindi, tora tora. Hey, mera Hindi, tora tora hai. Lekin, I'm trying. I forgot how to say I'm trying. Well, I got to study some more. ¿Por qué barba tan muy larga? Why is my beard so long? Well, I gotta take off these glasses and get a little dizzy because they're just good for a little while. This is the stadium sports complex right there, where if you go in there, they got an aquatic complex, big swimming pools for competition or for training. Some raindrops are coming back down, so it might rain in a little while again, but I got my umbrella. I used to come to this place to swim back in 2012 when I came back to Colombia to live here. And it's a big stadium sports complex, and they have free classes for everybody on Saturdays and Sundays, like aerobics classes or yoga classes sometimes. So if you're a pensioner, if you're retiring, and you want to come and do some free group classes with people like senior citizens and even younger people, you can come here to the Stadium Sports Complex on the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, and all that. That's the Nacional, Atlético Nacional. That's their football club here, like one of the most important football clubs in Colombia and one of the most successful ones. You can see it's starting to rain a little bit again. We got some raindrops coming. So I don't know how good this live stream is going to be today because the rain ain't going to let us. And look at, those are the stands for the stadium. It's a big stadium. They have concerts here sometimes. Oh, this guy's coming on this thing. I thought they're not supposed to ride on this. Dangerous. It scared me a little bit. It's not supposed to be on this. But it happens. This is Colombia, just like in India and other places where people don't really follow the rules too much. Colombia is one of those. The rules were made to be broken, as I have heard some people say in the past in some countries, even in the US. Some people go by that slogan or motto. So Colombia is a great place to retire to, especially Medellin. I'm finishing up. I made a video today, but clips. I'm just going to edit it this weekend or whatever and upload it next week about Medellin. But on my channel here, you have videos about meditation, about mudras, about life experiences, vegetarian food, the videos I made in India, in Pushkar, in Amritsar, in Vrindavan about the vegetarian food, because I'm a vegetarian. I love it. Let me put on my glasses again and see what people are saying. Kolkata, but you're currently living in Bengaluru, as they don't call it Bangalore anymore, Bengaluru. According to the name changes, it's like Mysore became Mysuru. Oh, cool. And Savaneta town is very nice. It's very safe. Let me switch it around so you can see that I'm talking to you. And it's raining. I'm gonna have to take out my umbrella in a moment, if anything. Savaneta is good. It's nice. It's a nice town. It's not as crazy as Medellin, and it does have nightlife there. Nice people. The park nightlife is very good, especially on the weekends around the park, around the main town square, where you got the main church. and I've made several videos about Sabaneta before. If you look into my channel and you look at the videos and you go back, you'll find some on Sabaneta that I've made over the last few years, ever since I started this channel. Yeah, it's starting to rain a little more and more. And Colombia, baby. Colombia. That's what it says right there on the floor. Ecuador. And I'm going to have to look for some. Yeah, it's going to rain again. La Setenta is right over there. This is a coliseum. They have different coliseums here where they do practice different sports. This is a micro football coliseum right there inside. Yeah, micro football. Micro football. You can see the little pitch, the football pitch. And this is a combat sports coliseum where they do martial arts, wrestling sometimes too. In that coliseum, but you can't see inside. Here where the kids are, the skaters. Now they're just taking a reprieve from the rain, hanging out. So this is where I'm gonna hang out for a while because it's raining. And I'm gonna connect my phone to this gimbal because it's got a battery that it can charge, that I can charge my phone at the same time with. And that's where they normally do their skating stuff, but yeah, the rain's getting heavier again. Oh wow. It's been raining a lot these days here. Last week until early this week, we had like 5 days of no rain, but then the rain just came back again. I got 49%, so I don't have to do it yet. Oh, let me see what it says here because I can't really see. I've been a vegetarian since 2023, only like 2 years, okay. I've been a vegetarian for 15 years because I wanted to become, because of compassion for animals. I love animals. And yeah, it's raining quite a bit. Quite a bit of rain, but I'm gonna take out my umbrella in a moment and we'll just walk with the umbrella. Could you tell me some good option to visit in Norte de Santander department? Quite frankly, like I said, Sabaneta is good, and Norte de Santander, I have never really been in those areas of Colombia. I've been to other areas, but not to that area, not to that region, so I don't really know much about Norte de Santander. Let me just take out my umbrella so at least I can walk and talk and not just get caught up here and make this as interesting a live stream as possible. Like I said, I'm using my gimbal. Let me take out my umbrella. Where is it? Where did I place it? Here she goes. That's my umbrella. It's a good umbrella. It was my mother's umbrella as well. And I kept it. And let's go walking. Well, it looks like the rain might die down in a moment, but I don't want to get bogged up over here. I'm gonna go down this way. Hey, doggy. So I lived around this neighborhood for some years in Medellin, but I'm a country boy and cooler weather. I don't like the warmness, but today's cooler because of the rain and all that. So we're going to La Setenta right now. La Setenta is a place where a lot of travelers from Colombia and some foreigners love to come to see, to walk around, explore. The metro station is right over there. The stadium, metro station. You probably can see the metro there, just arriving on the platform. You have to be careful in Colombia when you're walking here because sometimes people run the red lights or the motorcycles do crazy stuff and you might get hit. There have been a lot of pedestrian accidents involving vehicles. Uh-oh, the tile floor. Again, this part of the tile floor is very slippery. For my shoes. Well, it's a Friday, but what can we do? The weather is not helping out for a good live stream. Ay, Mari. Yeah, I just felt my foot, shoe, my sneakers just slide on that thing, and that can be like, if you go a long slide, I can fall, mess up my arm or my leg, in addition to probably messing up the phone or the gimbal. So let's go slowly. These shoes that I bought back in Miami, Florida, these On and Cloud, are not good for this type of stuff. They've been quite the slippery. That's the entrance to the metro right there. To the metro station. This is where I gotta come later on and catch a metro to go to another part of this valley, which is not Medellin, is not in the city of Medellin, but it's towards Sabaneta. It's called Envigado. That's where my mother was from. So this is the famous La Setenta. For anybody that is interested in becoming a retiree, pensioner in Colombia, you're older, you're not interested in crazy stuff. In the daytime, they got some good restaurants here and whatever. But at nighttime, like around 7 p.m., whatever, this is blasting with music because these are licoreras where they come to drink, sit down, and go crazy sometimes. And some of them are like nightclubs. I think I could put my umbrella away right now because it's not really raining that much. Now, it seems like it calmed down, so I'm just putting my umbrella away. But they got restaurants in the daytime that you could come and visit and have some good meals and cheap compared to the very touristy areas. And you could probably get lunch here for $5, $5, 20,000 pesos in some of these places. You'll see them advertise on some kind of little board, or you ask. And here you just gotta watch out, even though this is a pedestrian crosswalk and they're supposed to respect you when you're gonna cross. Don't really depend on that. You gotta be really alert, conscious, and you got all these things where you can buy some souvenirs to take back home. You got all these crazy looking t-shirts here. Not my style, but some people like to buy that crap. And as you saw, there are some foreigners, people here coming from Europe, from the US, Canada. They're not from around here, you could tell. And that's the famous sightseeing chiba. They call them chibas or escaleras, that type of bus. That used to be what they use, and they still use out in the rural areas of Colombia for those hamlets. Those very things are very small. They're smaller than villages. They're hamlets. And this one takes you on a tour of seeing Alpujarra, Parque La Luces, Desfile, well, that's not that one, maybe Comuna 13, Pueblito Paisa, Metro Cable, and Parque Los Deseos. So they do that. Let me ask her how much that is. Hola, ¿cómo le va? ¿Cuánto vale normalmente para montar en esto?
99.000 pesos.
99. Un City Tour. ¿Y es esto de lugares?
Sí.
¿Y cuánto dura el tour?
Todo el día hasta las 5 de la tarde más o menos,
Y
desde las 8 de la mañana.
8 a las 5 por 99.000 pesos.
Sí.
Ah, bueno, muchas gracias. ¿Y a dónde los encuentran ustedes?
Acá, ahí en la 70.
Allí en la 70.
Sí, ahí.
En esa cuadra así.
Ahí. La panadería de allá de la esquina.
Ah, la panadería de la esquina. Okay, gracias. Hasta luego. So she's telling me this costs 99,000 pesos, 100,000 pesos, like $20 plus. And it's from 8 a.m. to about 5 p.m. and they take you to different places around the city. And you get to go in this style of old school transportation. Let me show you that this is an old Ford truck. It's an old Ford truck. It's called La Titina. So they take you on this, and the office is right over there. And all day tour. For right now, the Colombian peso is like 4,300 Colombian pesos for $1 US. And so because of that, it would be like $20 is 86,000 pesos, and let's say another $3, so it's about $23 and some change that you will get to go on the tour. And they got hotels here, Hotel Plaza 70. They got a lot of hotel options. I don't know what that is. Casual room up there. So you could get some good rates here to stay if you want to stay here and see what the place is like when you're deciding if you want to live here as a tourist. I mean, as a pensioner or something. And they got the tours to Guatapé from here, tour to Zona Cafetera and whatever, and even paragliding activities here in Medellin. Near Medellin, it's actually Bello. And here, another office right here where they sell these different type of tours and to other places. There you go. Oh, let me put on my glasses to see if anybody has a question right now. Anybody's like two people. I'm doing this at this hour. Why am I doing a live stream at this hour? Because I don't do them at night. I live out in the countryside, but tonight I'm spending the night here at my mom's place. My mom is not alive anymore. She's gone, but we still have her house. So I'm going to be spending the night here. That's why I'm doing this live stream here today. This is another nightclub here, Zaika. Yeah, Zaika is a good restaurant. I've been there twice. Zaika is a good restaurant. Let me look at what else you guys are saying here. Okay, so you want to come back to Colombia for the second time? Great. I want to go back to India for the third time. I've been to India twice. I spent a total of 8 months in India, and I want to go back again, but I don't know when. Gotta wait. You won't go to the U.S. back ever? To live in the U.S.? No, thank you. I'm not interested in living in the United States. I'm happy here in Colombia, here in the countryside. I'm living on my father's property, on his land, but in a separate house. My father has 2 houses, and I'm living in one of them. But go back to my country being the United States, where I was born and raised. I was born and raised in the U.S. No, I'm not interested in going back there to live there. No. Oh man, I got it. Because this gimbal doesn't have the tripod because I lost it. Like 2 years ago, before I left to India, I lost it somewhere in Ciudad del Rio. I thought I had put it in my short pocket, but it just fell out, and haven't been able to replace it because they don't sell. Just as soon as I put the umbrella away, it starts raining a little bit again. It's just on and off. It's just hit and miss with the rain. And it's starting to rain a little bit again. Ask any questions. I'm going to be silent for a moment. Let you just take in what you see and hear. This is another good neighborhood from here on in, like 6 blocks up from here and all the way going up. Some foreigners stay in this area, Airbnbs, and you can use that as like a little base camp while you explore to see if you really would like to live here as a pensioner, as a retiree. And right there says Medellin, aquí todo florece, Medellin. Everything flourishes here, or everything blossoms here. But it is raining, as you can see. The sun is shining and it's raining at the same time. It's like if I'm in Miami, Florida or something. Yeah. There goes Baba. So I'm gonna try to do a live stream every Friday or Saturday, if the weather permits, whether it be here in Medellin once in a blue moon, or in Envigado, or primarily where I live, Oriente Antioqueño. That would be small towns and small cities like Rio Negro, La Ceja, Guarne, Marinilla, those places, or El Retiro, or Carmen de Viboral. Because to come down here is quite a hassle for me. I only came to visit my grandmother today. She's 102 years old, and to do a couple of errands. but I don't like coming down to the city much. It's not my thing. I'm more of a country boy, mountain man. I'm a vegetarian. Not well. All these things that they're offering here is just a bunch of meat and fish. Oh, mariachis, baby. That place over there, Cacique, that's where they play a lot of vallenatos. If you want to listen to local Colombian music that is Colombian, go to Cacique. But it's a bar. They're gonna be playing and they're gonna be blasting the music. But it's right over there. I'll check the messages in a moment. It's just I got one hand full, one hand occupied with the umbrella, and the other hand I got my hand on the gimbal that is holding the phone, and this lady almost ran into me with the umbrella. She was walking on the wrong side. This is San Juan Avenue that intersects the street La Setenta. We're walking on La Setenta, and that's San Juan Avenue that goes from the city, from the east towards the west. San Juan. Oops. That's San Juan. And we got the green light to go. Not the green go, but the green light to cross. And it doesn't take that long for it to change and we get caught in the middle. And I just don't want that. While it's raining a lot, even in downtown Medellin, downtown, in terms of the city center, is all the way that way. And right there you see the signs. Zona Centro Histórico, the historical center zone, or the downtown historical center zone, Plaza Mayor, and whatever. And it's raining heavily all the way up on the mountain. I live all the way up on the other side of the mountain ridge, if you can see the mountain ridge right there, all the way on the other side, 2,300 meters above sea level. Yeah, I live 2,300 meters above sea level. Oh, that almost crashed. And it's cool up there, cool weather. But down here it's warmer. This is only like 1,600 meters above sea level. Medellin is just that. Om Shanti 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 Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Sitaram. Yeah, it's like a little light drizzle. And you see people with umbrellas. And some that don't need them. But I got the phone and the gimbal, so I need to avoid getting them wet because then they will short circuit. And that'll be the end of that. There are a lot of motorcyclists in Colombia and in big cities like Medellin, Bogota, Barranquilla, Cali. Oh, at least this guy's respecting people on the pedestrian crosswalk. Usually you don't get that kind of respect. Sometimes I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. So this place at night really does get lit up. If you want to listen to romantic Colombian music from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, and maybe even the 90s and 2000s, Melodía para Dos. It's a bar, video bar, And they have several locations here in Medellin and in Envigado. Melodía para dos, melody for two. Melody for two. I went there once with a girl I was dating back in 2007. Or was it 2006? 2007, I think it was. A girl, half Colombian, half Middle Eastern, from the Middle East. In terms of her grandma and grandpa were from Lebanon, or was it Syria? You gotta be careful, be careful. It's funny, it's just like sun and rain at the same time. This here is a nightclub, discoteca. Oye bonita, hey beautiful. Oye bonita, oye bonita. That means hey beautiful. That's the name of the nightclub. They have another one in Envigado, and I don't remember if they have another two locations. And this sign belongs to them, like showing which way to Santa Marta, Waikiki, Baru, Beach House, Sapzuro in Colombia, Capurganas in Colombia, San Andres is an island off the coast of Colombia, closer to Nicaragua, as a matter of fact. Cabo de la Vela, I was there back in 1997. Curaçao, which is a Dutch island. There we go. I know a thing or two about geography. Or maybe more. Is it really raining now? No, I'm going to put this umbrella away again because now I don't feel that I'm getting wet. But try to close it. There we go. Close it. Just. And that one is another fonda la chismosa, meaning the gossiping old lady or the gossipy woman. Fonda is like a bar type of nightclub place. They were very popular or very common out in the countryside. Now maybe still, but maybe in the city they have these replicas so people can enjoy their nightlife with the countryside vibe to it. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to put this umbrella away. I'm trying to tie it up with the little latch that's out right there, so I can put it away in my backpack and free up at least one of my hands. Like I said, I don't have the tripod that I lost. I gotta see if I can order one on Amazon and get it delivered here to Colombia, because they don't sell them here separately, but in the States, this is a DJI Osmo gimbal for smartphones. So right now I just tied it up. Now I'm gonna put it in my backpack, because normally if I had I don't know if you can see the reflection in this window. Window. Okay, you see the reflection, me right there. And I got the gimbal in my hand, but it doesn't have where I would normally insert the tripod here. And I could just set it down and put my things away, and I could free up both of my hands, but no. And I got my backpack, so I got to do that. Okay, I'm going to read your comments here. It says, how did you adjust yourself in the Indian environment? I love India, but India has its challenges. It can be a headache and all of that. I love India, I really do, especially because of the spirituality and such very nice people that I met there, even nicer than many Colombians that I've met here. And Colombians are very nice people in general. But I love India, but I did have some issues with some disrespectful people there, and one couple that scammed me, basically, when I was in Vrindavan. But overall, I love India, and I will go back. And I always recommend India to people who want to see something different. Wow, such nice, beautiful people in general, such beautiful landscapes, such powerful spiritual energy you can feel there in Kashi or in Rishikesh or in Haridwar or in Pushkar or Bhubaneswar or Jagannath Puri that I have visited these places. Amritsar, so much spirituality, so strong, such beautiful temples, mandirs, and everything that I visited, the vegetarian food. So I liked it. I adjusted pretty well in general. And now I'll be better prepared next time I go back. Oh, this phone is, the gimbal is not working as good as I would want it to work, but hey, it is what it is. No, I don't normally do live streams. I used to 2 years ago and back, but I stopped. I did maybe 2 live streams in India. You can check out, I did one in Pushkar and one in Amritsar, I think, and one in Nepal. I think I only did three while I was in Nepal and in India. Should have done more, but nah. Hello, somebody. Who's this? Yes, Yasoya. The weather today has been very rainy since noon or 12:30. It's been raining a lot. In the morning, it was quite warm and humid for my taste. Let's go into this neighborhood. This is a good neighborhood here in Laureles. Well, Laureles is like from the 70, and there's a restaurant over here in case you're vegetarian and you come in this area. Remember, I'm talking to generally anybody who's watching this later on that's a pensioner or retiree, because they're not necessarily the same. Somebody that retires does not necessarily have a pension because maybe they retired with savings they had, but they never got a pension from the government wherever they live in the world. And a pensioner is the one that gets a pension. So some people retire early and had good money invested and whatnot. Ooh, coffee and brunch, nice. Pausa. Pausa means like pause. Pausa. They got good places around here like this. Is it on this street or on the other street where they got that restaurant that it's on this one. Yeah, it's on this one. It's up from Mondongos, and Mondongos is right over there. Yeah. We're on the right street. And these areas are very safe in the daytime. Not totally safe because there are no guarantees that you're not going to get robbed anywhere in the world. To get pickpocketed, it can happen to you in Delhi, India, or Kolkata, India, New York City, in Los Angeles, or Paris, or in Madrid or Barcelona. This is the restaurant right here. So I forgot what it's called. But it's a good place. They got good Wi-Fi. Yeah, Salud Pan. And they always have a daily lunch special here. Good coffee. A lot of foreigners love to come here. Good prices. And yeah, so it's a good thing that you will find here. I've eaten there several times, and lunch it's like $6. $6, something about $6 for lunch with juice and a little dessert. I've eaten there maybe 7, 8 times over the years. It's always good. And if you want a co-working place where you can co-living and co-working, that building, that colorful building, if you're 50 something and you're working remotely, you're a digital nomad and you're still working and you're about to retire or about to get a pension, but you're still working digitally, remotely, that place right there, that building, that colorful building right there is a co-living, co-working place because they got the apartments, and on the lower floors, they got the co-working spaces and high-speed Wi-Fi. And there's I think it's a vegan restaurant right over there, up the street. So let's go. Strut like a pigeon, strut your stuff. But these areas are more expensive because they're becoming more popular with foreign tourists. So things around here, because of whatever people want to call it, gentrification, have gotten more expensive to pay for rent here for an apartment, whatever. But if you go with a rental agency rather than an Airbnb, you can get a good price. Oh, this is a nice place. I saw when they were about coffee's always a good idea. They got the records and everything. Gracias. Vinilo Cafe. Vinyl Cafe. Wow, nice. And they got some old school records in there, some good jazz. Imagine that for those people like us that love jazz. So I'm gonna be doing this as long as the weather permits, whether it be out where I live, in the small towns, in the small city, or here in Medellin or in Vigado or Sabaneta. I'm gonna be doing these live streams. I'm gonna try every Friday or Saturday. Friday will be sometime around after lunchtime, or on Saturdays, maybe early in the day, maybe at 11 a.m. Colombia time or 10. So that will give the possibility for some people who live in Asia to maybe see the live stream if it's like 12 or 1 in the morning where they are. I wouldn't be awake at that time. In terms of Colombia time at 1 a.m., I'm dead asleep. I go to bed at 9:30 p.m. normally, Oh, my battery's down to 20% on my phone, so I got connected in a moment. This place right here is vegan. Un placer basado en plantas. A pleasure or pleasure based on plants. And it's I've never eaten here, but it's also TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Award for 2024. I gotta eat here one of these days. It's all in your hands. It's called Ina. So I gotta try it out one of these days. I've seen it here for a few years, like 3 years. I got the cable that will connect the gimbal power source to the smartphone so it can not run out, so we don't run out of live stream for anybody who might see this later on. But I don't know if the quality will be good when they see it on the restream, because that does tend to change. Since this is on 720 as a live stream, 720p as the YouTube app, it's not high definition, whatever. So yeah. Uh-oh, the slippery tile again. Crap. Sometimes you gotta be careful with some of these things that don't have a lid on them and you might fall. I have had that happen to me a few times, but I didn't fall except for once in downtown Medellin, and to this day, 3 years later, I still have the injury. It hasn't totally healed, and I don't think it will on my foot, on one of my toes. But it's better to walk with now, because at the beginning, for the first year and a half, it hurt a lot to walk. It happens. Life happens in different ways for different people. There's this guy he's got his channel called Medellin Buzz. Medellin Buzz. His name is Andrew. And he helps people who are planning to relocate to Colombia, here to Medellin specifically. And he's got all the team and everything. And he interviewed the guy that is from Europe that owns this cafe called Revolution Cafe, and he talked to him, and it was on his channel. You can see it if you look out Medellin Buzz, Buzz, and home isn't a place, it's a feeling. Wow, there you go. And it's a nice cafe, and they have good Wi-Fi too, from what I understand. Let me plug this thing to the phone so I could get some power going. So the phone, some juice. Hold on. Let me see if it's working. Okay, yeah. I see the green bar came lit up instead of being red or orange, meaning that it was gonna conk out on me. Well, let's go up this way. Since we're here, let's go up here and show you this area. Oh, well, I am sweating. If you see, it's not because of the rain, it's because I don't like this kind of weather when I'm walking a lot. And let me just get the handkerchief and wipe the sweat off my face. It's not even hot for most people, but for me, my body, it does present a problem. Look at this old tractor right here, Ferguson 35 Special tractor. It's like a decorative piece here now for this gas station. It's been here for years. And this other one, Massey, Ferguson. Are you a tractor man? Look at that. Look at that beauty. So this is Primer Parque Laureles. A pensioner would have a beautiful time in this area rather than La 70. La 70 is for the pensioners who like a lot of noise. But if you want something quieter, more laid back, and they got a co-working space right over there, if you're somebody 50-something, 60-something, and you're still doing remote work, or you're already retired, or you got your own business going, they got a co-working space right over there. It's called Semilla, Seed. And it's like 2 levels, first level and second level. And it looks pretty cool. And this is the first park, Laureles Park, Primer Parque Laureles. And they got a laundromat there with a hotel. And on the first floor it's called Lavato. So you can do your laundry or have them do it for you basically. And you can stay in the hotel on the second floor. And then they got that other guy, Colonel Sanders, right there. And here's the menu for Lavato that they offer you while you can sit there. I've seen people just sitting there and waiting for their laundry to be done and everything. And you got some breakfast and brunch, like, wow, Amsterdam, what is that? Some kind of masa madre bread, eggs at your preference, like scrambled or sunny side up or whatever, avocado, feta cheese, spinach, the day's marmalade or jam, and fruit, seasonal fruit, and you can have your eggs either scrambled or fried for 20,000 pesos. That's $5, right around $5. Or then you got all these other things for different preferences in terms of people, the food. Liverpool, Istanbul, from Istanbul, Turkey, Medellin, Cancun, Rio de Janeiro. And they got the different prices. They look at that burgers and sandwich, like a chicken burger for 30,000 pesos, like about $6 and something, etc., etc., etc. And they got that here. Do your laundry. People are in there waiting for their laundry to be done, and that's it. And they have Wi-Fi, and they can eat something. Pretty convenient, pretty good. And then if you're on a budget and you can't even afford the 25,000 peso lunch over there, you just want to keep your expenses low, then you got one of these things here for like $2.50 right there. So you got a lot of stuff going on in this place. The park right here, like I said, and all these other restaurants. This is like the next 3 blocks are just a lot of cafes and restaurants, and a lot of foreigners coming here. So let's see what else we can show you guys. In a minute, I'll look at the comments to see what I need to answer right now. Just I'm keeping my eyes on the prize, meaning on the floor. I don't want to hit pay dirt, and I'm not talking about getting paid well by YouTube or whatever. I'm talking about I don't want to fall face first into the floor and hurt myself, because that happened once to me. Fortunately, I protected my face, but my foot suffered. So, wow, there was a business here called Don Jacobo, but they knocked it down, so they're going to do something here. They're developing this whole area. Okay, I got the crosswalk ring thing here. And you got all these apartment buildings that are like communities with a front gate that is locked. Sometimes there's a watchman, a gatekeeper that they pay security, so nobody comes in and goes on strange things. But some of them don't have that, and you can get a rental in one of these through a rental agency if you have that visa, the pensioner visa or the renter visa, which is more expensive to get. I mean, you have more requirements to meet. I'll make a video in the future talking about what kind of visas you guys can get if you want to live here in Colombia as a foreigner. But it's not like a cedula. You're not going to get citizenship. That only happens if you're married to a Colombian woman or man. And after some years, it's not going to be automatic. Just like in the United States, it takes some years before you can get the resident status, and then you can get the citizenship if you pass the test. There goes another big licorera. That's not a place for pensioners. You don't want that kind of stuff. You got some other little restaurants over there in that area. But I'm going this way right now. I just got to be careful with this virtual roundabout, and that we don't get hit by a motorcycle. They just hurt too much. You got to always keep your eyes peeled both ways. Make sure that they don't run over you. That's a restaurant there where they sell food, like Italian style food and whatever. Sushi, burrito, shawarma. They got different cuisines here for all the different world travelers that are coming through Medellin. And this area is considered one of the best neighborhoods for foreign travelers to be in. It's even better than Poblado in terms of Jerez Park and Provenza, because it's not as crazy. Over there, it's really crazy. Oh, this is Indian food right here, the curry lounge. Dawat e India. Dawat e India, wow. And look at the Indian flags right there. This place has been here for a while, but I don't know how good it is. I haven't eaten there. I have eaten at Zaika in Poblado. Zaikas are very good because they are definitely authentic Indian cuisine, because the Zaika owners also have Indian cooks, chefs, preparing the food. Belgium potatoes, the restaurant over there, BBC, Bodega Cerveceria. This little building, like I said, like some of these buildings, smaller ones, is just no security, just key lock, and it's the gate. Like if they break the window, they can't go to the bars. And sometimes you could get these for cheaper. Like this one is called Torre Clara. The building is called Torre Clara. Clara Tower. And it won't be as expensive as other bigger building complexes that have their own private swimming pool, a gym, a clubhouse. But those like that small one, nothing. Just a little parking space down below, maybe for one vehicle per apartment, and that's it. No visitor parking. It all depends. You can get different price ranges and all of that. The rain is coming back again. I feel the little raindrops. That sucks.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Fine, thank you.
Todo bien?
Genio.
Epa. Nice. Have a nice day.
Hey, hey, God bless you.
Thank you, man. God bless you too, brother. They get really excited when you speak Spanish to them because they think you don't speak Spanish. But I do. I speak Spanish fluently. But I didn't in the past. It took some years to really become fluent in this language. But after many years here, I did become fluent. And my pronunciation improved a lot because I had that heavy American, not heavy, it was somewhat heavy American accent that everybody could just catch immediately. So this whole area here is really laid back, chillaxed. You got a Starbucks if you like that, right over there. If you can't live out without your Starbucks. And they got these nice restaurants over there called Delirium, or Delirious, and Romero, and a Mexican restaurant over there. I'm gonna go this way because probably, let me see what other messages you guys have left for me because I've been doing this already for, how long have I been doing this live stream for? An hour, seems longer. Hello, Kev TV, what's up, Kev? Hey, Kev TV, how are you? A little sweaty here, sorry, I'm just looking at the messages, the comments. And ¿Qué más is Sujung from somewhere in the world? Sujung, hi, how are you? ¿Cómo está? ¿Todo bien? ¿Qué más, hombre? ¿Qué más, parce? ¿Qué se dice? ¿Cómo va la vida? How's life treating you? ¿Cómo va la familia por allá? How's the family going? And Sujung, where are you from? Sujung, Kev TV is from Los Angeles, California. No, he lives in Los Angeles, California, but he's from the state of Washington, but originally he was born in South Korea, but he was adopted by an American family when he was 5 years old, him and his brother, and they've been in the U.S. ever since. Kev is a little older than me. I'm 53, and Kev is just a little older than me. And Kev TV, that's the name of his YouTube channel. So if you guys want to check out what Kev does in Los Angeles, sometimes live streams, driving his car or walking somewhere, catch Kev TV. We met in person. Kev and I met in person back in Mexico City in 2021 with another person, another fellow YouTuber. And check him out. He's a nice guy. Helped me out with the beginning of my YouTube journey, and told me to change the channel name and do a couple of things to start doing live streaming. I got into live streaming because of Kevin Clark. Thank you, Kevin, once again. I never thought I would do live streaming, but he got me into it. And look at that place over there. So Kev TV, check him out. And then we met up again in Los Angeles, California. He was very nice to pick me up in Los Angeles when I went up by Greyhound from San Diego to Los Angeles in 2021 in December. And then he helped me take off one of my bucket list items, which is I had always wanted to go to Santa Monica in the Santa Monica Pier, where one of the scenes of The Lost Boys, the movie with Kiefer Sutherland and Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, was filmed back in the 80s. Iconic movie, Americana, with the vampires and all. And Kev, thanks to you, Kev. And I got to go to Venice Beach too. It was a crappy day for the weather, but we enjoyed it. And I even did a live stream back in December 2021 with Kev TV walking on Venice Beach there. So he helped me tick off Venice Beach and Santa Monica Pier because I had already been to Los Angeles twice before that, but never gotten the chance to go to Santa Monica and the pier where they have the boardwalk and all the amusement park, the Ferris wheel and all that good stuff, and never had the chance to go to Venice Beach. And I had been there already twice before for a total like 2.5 weeks. And only with my third visit did I have that chance to go. Thanks, Kev. Check out this place across the street. There's a restaurant called Mekong, like in Vietnam. They got some Vietnamese restaurants around here and Thai restaurants and Vietnamese cuisine. Like 3 of them I know in this area. Chinese food, of course. Some Korean, I think. And then they got that place up there, it's a restaurant. It's a resto bar. It's called Game Over. It's got that whole like decor of the Pac-Man video game. Check it out. I mean, it is awesome. I've never been in there. Maybe one of these days, if I'm dating a girl, but I'm not dating anybody right now. Any woman won't be doing it for a long time to come. Keeping it nice and simple life. Oh, 59 years old, 59 years young now, 59 years young, good. Yeah, there's a lot of Asian cuisine here. Okay, look at that Mekong over there, like the Mekong River there in Cambodia, wherever it is that it goes through. And then you got Peruvian food over there. It's called La Causa, Peruvian, which is also a blend of Japanese and Peruvian. And they got other restaurants around here. Mundo Verde has some vegetarian options and meat and whatever. And there's a grill restaurant on the second floor. There are a lot of restaurant options around here. I'm gonna go this way. This place is for people who are diabetic without sugar, sin azúcar, without sugar, no sugar added. And they even sell cakes for diabetics and something in the brand called Confit for diabetic people. My mom was a diabetic before she passed away, diabetic type 2. So this area is popular with foreigners. Now I've seen more foreigners now that are not Colombian, that look like they're from Europe or from Asia. Sometimes a few I've already seen. I already saw like 2 guys that looked like they were from India, Nepal or Pakistan or Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, one of those countries. Saw 2 of them. There are more and more coming this way now because they're working in the digital, what is it? No, in the software area. Software programmers, software engineers. So we go down this street, show a little more. Todo bien. Wepa. Nice guy, nice guy. Have a good one. Take care. So this channel is only in English. Some people think I'm speaking in Spanish, but I don't. Hey, doggy. Oh, doggy got angry. Doggy got angry, scared the living daylights out of me for a second there. Just startled me, not scared me. I wasn't expecting doggy to be cranky, but the doggy did get cranky with me. So you got these buildings, like if you want to rent an apartment, these are small, maybe 70 square meter apartments, and you can rent them through a rental agency as long as you are here legally and whatever, and show the funds from the country you're coming from and whatever, that you can pay for it, and you got a visa, some kind of visa that allows you to do it, as a pensioner visa or renter visa. Renter visa is more expensive. I think that's a co-nomad house. Oh, that's like a hostel up there, co-nomad. Okay, that's cool. That's another one right there. Remember, I'm talking about for people who are expats, who are older digital nomads, people who are down to earth, practical, calm, not crazy, wild, cocaine cowboys and cowgirls, just nice, cool people. Please come on over to Colombia and leave a good mark, leave a good impression. You can live here for a while, or maybe for the rest of your life if you want to, like some foreigners from America and other places have decided. Oh, this is a geriatrics home. And they're playing music. A geriatrics place. And they're just singing and having a good time. Wow, nice. It's calm. It's a very nice area. It's really calm. It's not noisy in this area. Like La Setenta, where we were at 30 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago, it's noisy, especially at night. And if you live close to it, like a block away, because a lot of bars are blasting their music, or nightclubs. But around here, these are just cafes, resto bars, and they have limits on their noise, which is different from the other place. Oh, nice house. Nice little front yard. Front part to it. Maybe it's a business and they got a nice little decor. Nice. These neighborhoods are usually calm. As you can see, very clean. This is Medellin. Very clean Medellin. There goes another foreigner, because you can always tell when the foreigners the way they dress, and locals don't dress like the boy is. So yeah. I veered off into the wrong direction, but this is all about exploration. I thought I was going down the street where it has some restaurants and had some other, like there was a Thai restaurant and a Vietnamese restaurant, but I didn't pay attention to oh no, that's a police thing over there. I'm not gonna point the camera at them because they get cranky. This is the slippery tile. Let me go slowly. Let me go on the gravel part. because if not, I'm gonna slip and slide, and I don't want it to be slip sliding away like that folk music from the '70s. Slip sliding away, kind of like Dan Fogelberg or Bing Crosby and all of that stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's a police station right there, and they get really uptight about it or a little bent out of shape if you're filming them in their station because of the terrorist, stuff, the attacks in the past. Let's go this way. This is where we have to go through. This way. I'll read the. Okay, this is the gimbal, right? But Kev TV has one of these, and I remember he left this whole gimbal back in Mexico City at the hotel, and I went and claimed it, and then I gave it to him back in Los Angeles when we saw each other again back in 2021. But I don't have the tripod. I lost it. I gotta get one through Amazon and have it delivered here. So that's why, and I got this cable connected to the gimbal so that my phone doesn't die out for battery. Now it's charging. It's at 27%. It was down to 20. Thanks. Yeah, about my mom. Yeah, my mom passed away in 2023. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, Kev. So yeah, I'm with jeans. That's a mistake I made again. I should never come to the city with jeans, just shorts like I've done so many times before. But the jeans just make me feel a little. But today the weather is cooler because of the rain. But normally it would just be really icky sticky. Yeah, somebody said I look like a Baba. Well, I'm letting my hair grow because some of you know this is a spiritual channel, mostly spiritual stuff, meditation, hiking as well, mountain biking. And I'm just letting my hair grow because that's part of the spiritual process for some of us. If you follow that the long hair represents more energy because it's like roots going into the cosmic order of things, in the beard as well. That's what some sadhus or babas follow, and I see it. And this is just an accident from yesterday helping my dad at the country house. Well, you probably can't see it, but I turned it around and I hit myself with a pair of pliers when I was pulling something, and I yanked on it so hard that I hit the metallic part of the pliers right here, and it cut me in 3 places. It's part of the program, parte del paseo, as we say in Spanish. It's part of the journey, part of the trip. There goes the chopper. Must be a news chopper. Doesn't look like a military chopper. Chopper means helicopter, in case some of y'all don't know. Even though we only got 1 or 2 people here watching at the moment. I guess when I start, if I keep doing this as a schedule again that I'm planning to, that I already said I will, then I guess more people will find out about this and start following it. But for now, I haven't been regular. I've been very, very erratic. I only did 3 live streams while I was in Asia. 1 in Amritsar, 1 in Pushkar, and 1 in Pokhara, Nepal. That was it. I think the Vietnamese restaurant is right over here. Let's see where it is. I think it's right over here. This is Argentinian, La Pampa. Argentinian food. They love Argentinian food. Over there's Firehouse. That's hamburgers and wings. Oh yeah, authentic Vietnamese food. District 1. Authentic Vietnamese food. So if you want Vietnamese, you can come here. And that's the Mexican Cuernavaca restaurant right there. The lady's flagging down a cab. She's getting in. So yeah, this is they got a lunch special for 40,000 pesos. Oh, that's expensive. But it's Vietnamese food. Some po ha, whatever. They got those things. So yep, that's the Vietnamese restaurant right there. Authentic Vietnamese. Let's keep going. Go down this street. Because we already came up that, so you already saw that before. I'm in no rush to end the live stream yet, so I'll keep it going until I probably reach the metro station. I got a lot of data with my Colombian mobile service provider plan. Get like 80 gigabytes a month. I barely use it these days. So we could keep going for a while. And I don't know how it is going to look like. Whatever. I know the quality sucks after it goes off the live and uploads as a thing. It goes out to probably 560p or something. That's why some people complain about it being a little sketchy video quality, but it's not the phone. It is just that. Kev knows, Kev TV knows what I'm talking about. That's life. Oh, it's an air conditioner. I was like, why is that moving? Oops. Well, my phone just got unplugged for a second because it got caught up on a vine. Let me keep it charging. Ah, man. Luckily, the phone didn't fly off the gimbal. Let me see if it is. Oh man, my hand got. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Three people are watching. Is my phone charging? Yeah, because I lost the cable, got wrapped up in this vine right here, and then it got disconnected, and I almost dropped my phone. And now it's losing its the gimbal lost its. Hold on one second. I gotta press the button and get it to. There you go. So you can stabilize again. The things with gimbals is that they can be very quirky sometimes. Oh man, come on, relax, gimbal. I'm doing this for you guys and for me too. Maybe I'll get a. Está bonito el perrito, qué lindo. Ah, beautiful little doggy. Little schnauzer, dachshund, whatever. And yeah, so these neighborhoods are good for you guys, pensioners, people who are 50 and above, or people who are really serious, mature, and want to go to different countries and live life as a local for a while or for many years and not cause any static, any problems, just respecting the culture and people and all of that. And you see how these avenues are. They're very clean in general, they're very organized, very nice living accommodations. You got a lot of businesses, everything is handy. You got nail salons, hair salons, spas like this one, Adriana Herrera Spa right over there. The house, the first floor, they rented it out as a house. I mean, as a business and for commercial purposes. And then the second floor is somebody's home, just like that building. First floor are just some commercial use shops to rent out. And then the rest of the building, and they got the parking, like visitor parking for handicap, and maybe 2 cars, that's it, or park on the street. In some of these areas, you got to pay for them. Oh, I'm walking on the bike route thing. That's the bike thing. I forgot. I was not walking on the sidewalk. That's for the bike. And the sidewalk actually is right there. That's the sidewalk. And you see some of these things, and you can rent an apartment here through an agency. And then right there is the garage for the vehicles. Like one apartment probably has 1 parking space, and maybe they have limited parkings. And another one right there, like one subterranean there and one right there for that building. So this is Laureles. This is one part of Laureles. It's very nice between first and second park. Laureles. Primer parque y segundo parque Laureles. Happy Friday. Excuse me. I'm going to put on my glasses again because I can't read without the glasses. Can't read these messages. So let's see what people are saying. Easy Street with Jen. Hey, Jen, how are you? Jen, how are you? How's it going, Jen? Jen. Nice to see you here. How's Chris doing? Jen, Easy Street with Jen. She has a channel too. That's her channel name. Check her out. If you're watching this at any moment, if you're not watching now, but somebody's watching later on, check out Easy Street with Jen. She's based out of Atlanta, Georgia, near Atlanta, Georgia. And she does Wednesday music trivia night every Wednesday. I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all can join in with her and do the music trivia stuff and have a chuckle or two or a lot of chuckles. Hey, Jen. Oops. Let me see where all these other. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, my mom passed away in 2023, Kev. So thanks, man. Happy Friday. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good Friday. Thanks for Go Live. Yeah, you're welcome, Kev. Have a good one. If you got to go, thanks, man. New gardens are underway. Oh, that's right. You do the gardening videos too, Jen. So if you guys are interested in gardening videos, Jen is always doing those gardening videos, showing how the process is going with her little the gardens. Oh, dude, man. Some people don't smile back. She ain't from around here, so it's to be expected. Probably thinks I'm some weird-looking, bearded, long-haired freakazoid from Colombia, but nah, it's from everywhere in between. Korean cookout bar. This is Korean restaurant. According to the thing, it says Korean. So Kev probably just left, but it's Korean. Asados coreanos. So this is Laureles, going back towards La Setenta. But I'm gonna try to walk into just through the more like the nice neighborhood parts so that you can see the neighborhoods rather than what we already did 30 minutes ago, walking through all the noisy nitty gritty parts. Jazz Dance Academy, a dance academy. Jazz, all right. Oh, look at that place. It looks really different. It's called Ambar. It looks really retro with the bicycle on the second floor there. Ambar, it's a bar type place, and they're playing some kind of live music there, I heard. And, oh, they got it on the screen. They're probably doing karaoke. And Mucho Pato's another restaurant right next to it. I guess it's all the same thing. Okay. Yeah, they're doing karaoke. Salsa music, karaoke. Old school salsa. Salsa antillana or something. Oh, that restaurant is still here after all these years. An Italian restaurant. Right over there in the corner. It's called Pane e Pomodoro. Right over there, across the street. I'm just walking very slowly because I'm slipping on this tile. Now I want to avoid any freakish kind of accident. Oh, a nice little cafe here too, with nice little Colombian baked goods and pastry. That's a chicharrón de guava, guava chicharrón, and guava pastry, and salty stuff, cheese, breaded cheese sticks, and almojábanas and whatever, Colombian stuff. Shaking a lot. Yeah. I'll check out the comments here and there to respond, but it might take me 2 or 3 minutes. I can't be looking at them because I gotta be keeping my eyes on the prize, and the prize is the floor because, like I said, these sidewalks, you gotta be careful when you're walking on them. You can slip on these tile sidewalk floors, which is, ridiculous. But the government has allowed this for years. It should be just a regular sidewalk where your shoes, the soles of your shoes, have traction and you don't go slipping. But this thing is slippery for my type of shoes, especially because look at, I got these running shoes, but they don't have the kind of traction for this. Ow. Another bakery, 24 hours. A lot of these 24-hour bakeries have been popping up all over the city. So if you're into that and whatever, and you're living in these neighborhoods, you will always have something that is 24 hours in terms of a bakery, and you can get coffee or whatever, something to eat if you wake up late at night and you're living like across the street or down the block from one of these things. More and more of these things are popping up all over the city. So in about a New York minute or two, I'll read any comments that Jen might be making, the questions or anybody. But right now I'm just focusing on the stuff. People are becoming more and more friendlier. People are becoming friendlier and friendlier here nowadays because they've been waving at the camera a lot today and saying what's up and whatever. And it didn't used to be like that for the last couple of years. Oh, I like it. A barbershop. Oh, there goes my mustache. Rajasthani style mustache. So I will be making videos about Medellin and Envigado for people who are pensioners or retirees or soon to be, and they want a laid back life in Medellin or in Rio Negro. I'm not making any videos about party places at night and showing all the party scene and all the crazy stuff going on. That's not my thing anymore. But I will be showing you these neighborhoods that you might be interested in. in pre-recorded videos, and the live streams will be basically focused on that aspect of people who are searching for a place to retire to or live as a pensioner or retiree, or you're already over 40 years old and you don't do the party scene crap anymore, or getting blasted on, or getting hammered with alcohol and other paraphernalia, and you want the laid back life, respectful, good stuff, no shenanigans, then this is the channel. And the videos about that, and plus yoga stuff like asanas, mudras, meditation, mantras, life experiences, hiking and mountain biking. But if that's not you, then this is not for you. You gotta wait about 15, 18 seconds so the traffic light can be good for us. You should really, it's better to become adherent to the law so you don't run into one of these guys that come down the street and then boom, kill you. Because when the light turns red, you still gotta be careful because the light just turned red for him. So sometimes they might shoot it thinking they could get away with it, and you might get caught in the crossfire. Washing machine repair service. Sometimes if you come here as a foreigner and you want to get a cheap refrigerator, you can sometimes go to some of these places where they repair refrigerators and whatever and ask them, hey, do you have an old one for sale that's good? And you don't have to spend that much money. There goes a tip. Or even a washing machine. But usually, yeah. You might rent out something out with a rental agency. They normally will not come furnished with none of that stuff. Once in a blue moon, some people do rent out their home fully furnished. It's starting to rain again. I feel the raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. I was smiling at your doggy lady, not you, but she didn't smile back. It's all good. I used to love motorcycles so much. I still do, but I would never buy one again. I would not think about ever owning one again. I might rent one in India to get around, and that's it. So this is San Juan Avenue again, and these buses are coming from the west, from La Ochenta, from those neighborhoods. Well, while we're waiting to cross, let me get out my glasses, my reading glasses, and see what comments people are leaving. And the rain is starting to come down. David M. Who's David M? On the Jeep. Okay, David M. I'll tell you in a second, but it's starting to rain right now. Sorry. I hadn't been looking at my messages. I'm going to have to pull out my umbrella in in a moment, but first I got to cross the street, and I'll answer that question. And then Jen is saying what's up to David. And lots of small town tours and information, coming up. I'll be answering that in the chat, in a second. And Harry Cotto, been a long time. Oh man, I gotta take these glasses off. Okay, I just answered some of those comments. Read them. It's starting to rain. I gotta be careful. See, this guy just ran the red light, and if he had been turning here, he could have hit me crossing the pedestrian. Some people just run the red light. It's just one of the things in Colombia here. Let me just moto montaña. Let me take out my umbrella again from my backpack because the rain is coming from the east, from where I live up in the mountains. So I got the umbrella's in my backpack here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There we go. And now the gimbal is going crazy because the phone is on my gimbal, or this gimbal. I don't know. It's not as good as it once was, but still good as it will ever be. I forgot what that Toby Keith song was. Oh man, the cable came out, so it's not charging. I didn't notice until right now. Okay, let me see if it's charging again. That phone. Oh yeah, it was down to 15. I had not noticed. Yeah, I gotta take out my umbrella. Gotta pop open the umbrella. And here we are. Boom. Automatic. That place over there across the street, Moto Montaña. The second motorcycle I had, the first one I had, which was an AKT, Colombian put together Frankenstein brand with parts from other, companies. I sold it there back in 2018? I don't remember. 2017? Something. Yeah, it's raining now. So David M. Good places to live out that are cheap. Medellin is not cheap anymore unless you want to live in a low income neighborhood, which is quite risky for foreigners that really look like foreigners. Like if you look very white, different from Colombian white in this region, and whatever, then it would not be such a good idea in those low income neighborhoods. But if you want to live in a small town near Medellin, in terms of Medellin being close by, like an hour away, 40 minutes away, whatever, you can always look into Guarne, the municipality where I live out there, but I live out in the countryside. And rental prices are much cheaper there. Like I know that apartments, like small 3-bedroom apartments in that area, that I found out the other day, in a nice building and fairly new. I mean, basically new, like 2 years old, a year old. They're going for, oh, this is slippery. They're going for, how much is it? 1,400,000 pesos. Small 3-bedroom apartments and with nice finishing touches, yet simple. Small bedrooms, like 65 square meters. I think maybe that's like about 750 square feet or 700 square feet, something to that effect. And that's like 1,400,000, 1,500,000. And that is like in dollars. Hola, hi. She was waving, nice person too. See, people are becoming friendly and friendly. It must be because I'm just vibing more friendly. I'm just emitting more friendly vibes these days, much more than I was in the last couple of years here in Colombia because of so many things that were going on in my life. So let's say right now the US dollar, for $1 in Colombia, you'll get about 4,300 Colombian pesos for a US dollar, something like around that area, ballpark. So let's say $100 is 430,000 pesos. So let's do this math quickly. 4, 8, 12. Let's say it's less than $400 a month. Less than $400 a month for rent in Guarne. If you get it through a rental agency, or sometimes you can get it without a rental agency, but not Airbnb. It's just that some people post little advertisements on some like community walls or some light posts, like these concrete light posts that are renting out a small little apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, or 1-bedroom or 3-bedroom in those buildings because they don't want to pay the commission to the rental agency. They don't want to go through all that hassle. So sometimes you might be lucky and get it without any middle person, no middleman, no middle woman. And Guarne, or if you want to go all the way out to like Marinilla, that's about an hour away from Medellin by bus, and might be a little more expensive because Marinilla is a little more popular, a little more, let's say, yeah, like popular in the sense like that, popularity than Guarne, because it has more stuff to do, better shops, better restaurants, better cafes, bigger. It's on the way to Guatapé, and it might be a little more expensive. Same apartment might be about $80 more a month, something to that effect. I'm not sure. Small towns, like where I know, because there are other towns near Medellin, but to the south, or to the north, or to the west. But I'm not familiar with their rental prices there. So this is Laureles here, or whatever it's called, the stadium area, and they have many nice apartment building complexes that are 40 years old, 35 years old, like these right here. This is like probably 35 years old right there, or 40. And you can get them much cheaper because a lot of people here don't want to live in such older, let's say, buildings, apartment buildings. But still, you could get something like that as a pensioner, as a retiree, somebody that wants something quieter. And this is a quiet area, very quiet. And it's near the metro station and near the Atanasio Girardot sports complex, the Atanasio Girardot Stadium sports complex, where you can come and do all kinds of exercise and stuff on the weekend or during the week. If you get into some of the classes, then you're gonna have an open air street gym, free. But once in a while, you have the people that are smoking a little ganja and might bother you, like it did bother me a few times because I don't do that. But you know, it is what it is. Right now I have my hands full, so I can't really put on my glasses to read. So when I get to the metro station, I'll put my umbrella away and any other comments that have popped up, because I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at my front view here of where I'm walking. I want to avoid And I just want to be careful. That's all. I already have one injury for not being careful from 3 years ago, and that injury has not healed. Whoop, there we go. We slipped again, but didn't fall. Gotta go slowly. You know, we're over 50 now. Gotta take care of our beautiful temples, physical temples. And I gotta go southward, but I'm gonna stay on the right here. I'm gonna cross the street. I almost poked that guy out. Could be a brother. Let me see if I can cross. Bus stops here sometimes have these uh, roofed tops. I mean, they're roofed so you don't get wet if it's raining. Some don't. It looks like it stopped raining again all of a sudden. It's just on and off and on and off. Sometimes it's like that, like last week, from about Friday or Saturday to about Tuesday of this week. The weather was really nice, 4 or 5 days, no rain. It was even sunny for 4 straight days. Really beautiful sunny weather. Up in the mountains, even down here in Medellin and all that. But rain came back. It's been, it's like we don't even know when the rainy season is anymore. I gotta put this umbrella away. It's like, there we go. The metro line is right over there. The little canalization right under the metro line. You probably don't see it, but that's the metro line, the B line. Not making the B line anywhere, but we're walking down towards the metro station. I'm gonna go on the left. These are all houses now and buildings. There's really very little commerce from here to the metro station. The metro is right there, passing by right now. There it goes. And it feels fresher and cooler right here down below. Oh no. Traffic is coming. Let's keep walking. Oh, well. So I'm going to be doing this regularly, guys, as long as the weather permits, on a Friday like today, or on a Saturday in the afternoon. On a Friday in the afternoon, or on a Saturday maybe at 10 a.m. at the earliest, Colombia time, Bogota Standard Time, Bogota, Colombia Standard Time, or on a Saturday, anywhere from 10 a.m. onward. I might do a live stream, either Friday or Saturday. I'm going to try to be consistent with that as long as the weather permits. And I'll be doing live streams like from the town I live in, but I don't live in the town. I live out on the mountainside, in the countryside, in the hamlet. Or I'll do it from another small town in Oriente Antioquia where I live because it's easy. Sometimes I can take the truck and go out to those places. Sometimes I'll ride my mountain bike. Sometimes I'll just go on public transport. Sometimes I just don't want to drive the truck around. I didn't bring it here to the city today because I knew I was going to be doing this, possibly making a video and doing some errands. And the truck was just going to be a hassle to have in downtown Medellin, which can be very to move around in a truck. I mean, when I'm talking about truck, I'm talking about an SUV. So I'd rather just come down today. I came down by public transport, walked down to the highway, took a bus down to the bus terminal. Then the bus terminal, I immediately took the metro to downtown Medellin, all that. So I'm going to be trying to do these things, as I say, on a Friday or Saturday. And once in a while, like because I came here today to Medellin, I'll do a live stream around here or in Envigado. Like tomorrow, in case you want to know, I'm planning, if the weather's good in the morning, before I go back up to the country house, to the mountains, up in the mountains. I mean, we're in the mountains here, but I'm talking about way higher. I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow, maybe in Envigado or in Poblado, Medellin. Envigado is the city which is south of Medellin, right south of Medellin. It borders Medellin to the south. So that's basically, I'm going to try to do that and to be consistent with the live streams for you guys. So this neighborhood, which is close to La Setenta is maybe a few more blocks down. But if you're up in this area of the stadium area or Laureles area, where they call this Florida Verde or Florida Nueva, I think they call it New Florida or Green Florida, that neighborhood, I forgot what it's called. Florida Verde or Florida Nueva. There goes a backpacker woman. She's not from around here. She looks like she's around 60 years old and enjoying life. Wow. backpacking from who knows where in the world, over here in Colombia, Medellin, getting to know the world. And she's probably not one of them crazy people. She's one of them relaxed people, laid back, that just wants to be cool. And the rain is starting again. I'm gonna have to pop this umbrella one more time because, oh no, I'm also under the metro here almost, so I'm gonna save it. But I'm gonna be ending the live stream right over there because it's just starting to rain a lot again. The rain this afternoon has just been crappy. These guys are foreigners too, just in case you didn't know. I'm trying to remember where this place is. Oh, brunch and coffee, hotel. There goes a place you can probably come right next to the metro station, metro station. And they got a restaurant on the first floor, maybe a good hotel for you. And explore everything by foot and metro right here. And this is a safe area, except when there are football matches. Oh crap, I slipped on this again. I slid. I slid, I didn't slip. Let me just show you the canalization and all that before I end the live stream. And the open street gym is right over there, but it's just raining, starting to rain now, it's starting to pick up. And this is the canalization, but when it rains heavily, that thing goes to side. Right now it's just a little bit. That's the canalization. And the open air street gym is right over there across the street. I used to work out over there when I lived in this area. I lived on the other side of the sports stadium, the stadium sports complex, until like 2019. I lived for a few years here in Medellin. Most of the time I've just lived in Envigado and in Rio Negro and Guarne. And they have those barricades right there, those metallic barricades that say Metro. And then the police come and block off all of the entrance. They have only one entry point and one exit point. When there are football matches, like when it's Medellin against Nacional, it gets really out of hand here sometimes when they fight each other. And then you don't have these entry points like here. And Las Setentas are over there. We started this live stream like an hour and 15 minutes ago, all the way over there by Obelisk. And we came walking through the stadium sports, the stadium sports complex. And we walked on La Setenta all the way that way, and we went around and came back around and came back down this way. And I can't record inside the metro, so I'm gonna have to be ending this live stream in a few clicks, in a few seconds. So guys, it's been nice having you here. So remember, every Friday or Saturday, as the weather permits, I'll be doing live streams so that you guys can see this. For those of you who are interested in visiting and being well behaved or living here. And let me see what kind of comments you guys left before I end the live stream. Let me read any final comments. Let me just turn the thing around so you can see people coming and going. Some nice people, nice folks. And let's see. Harry Cottle, yeah, all right. Okay, you're welcome, David M. From Bejo, hello, from Bejo, who's that? Sabas Acevedo. Hola, Sabas. How you doing, brother? Will set my, what, alarm clock? Can't see my alert. Okay, yeah. You'll know if you subscribe to the channel and then hit the notification bell. You'll get the notification when I do the live. I don't know what hour, I can't promise that. And like I said, as long as weather permits, but today the weather's not permitting. It's just starting to rain a lot again. It's just been on and off like that since 12 noon, since around 12 noon, and now it's 4 p.m. So that's what it is. So yeah, guys, I'm glad you liked it. And I will also be making pre-recorded videos talking about these neighborhoods, these places, Medellin, safety in Medellin, how is it? I made a video today that I'm finishing up when I get on the metro about safety in Medellin, how safe is it in 2025? And I'm just gonna summarize what I talked about, and that's it. And I'll be making videos here and there, pre-recorded vlogs, when I come down here to the city about different areas that you might be interested in living as a cool person, as a nice person. Don't be asking me about women and where can you find the cool women and hook up with women. That's not me. That's disrespectful, that's abusive. And where you can find, paraphernalia and whatever negative stuff. Nope. This is all positive vibes, spiritual vibrations and good stuff, and helping people who truly want to come here for a while or live here for the rest of their lives. And I will help as much as I can. And you can always also check out Medellin Buzz. Medellin as the name of the city, and Buzz as in Buzz. He definitely is just focused on that, on helping people, interviewing foreigners that are here from America, Canada, from Europe, whatever, and talking to them in English and about their experiences here. I don't really do that because it's not my thing, but I've only talked to a few people that have been here before, like Mike O'Neill, that is an old friend of mine from New York, from Woodside, New York, back from when we were kids, growing up in New York City, and his brother John, and another guy, a friend of mine from England, from near Birmingham, Rob Mills. You've seen him on a couple of my videos when we were in Mexico and here in Colombia and in Nepal. And that's it. Those are the only people I've ever talked to about Colombia, like interviewing them. Other than that, it's not really my thing. But maybe in the future, if I connect with other people that want to talk to me and I make this more of a common thing, talking about Medellin, Colombia, because that's the focus, and Rio Negro, Colombia, and the metropolitan area for these two cities, then I'll be happy to oblige. And if you ever need my services, just reach out to me and we could do a free video call on Google Meet for like 30 minutes. And if you require my services more after that, then I'll ask you for the fee that I charge for those services. But I can do 30 minutes for free. That's the only way. I'm not going to be giving my people my phone number anymore or whatever and stuff like that. It's just going to be through Google Meet. If you're interested in my email, is Toro Edwin at yahoo.com. Toro Edwin. Edwin. That's my original real name. Well, you know, anybody with the name Edwin or Edward, we're called Eddie. When we're cool with people and people are cool with us, we like to be called Eddie. Not everybody likes to be called Eddie, but I do. And you can reach out to me on Toro Edwin at yahoo.com, and we can set up a Google Meet video call for 30 minutes for free if you're interested in living here, and I'll give you that advice and some stuff for free for 30 minutes. And anything after that, if you want something in the future, just ask me, and then I'll tell you what my fee is and how you can pay me for that. Anyhow, guys, have a good one. Until next time, enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Hasta la vista. Que estén bien. Que la pasen muy bonito. Que la pasen muy bien. I speak Spanish fluently. It's my second language. Bye-bye.